Good morning, students. Today we will go to chapter 5, pollination and fertilization of class 9th. So before we begin, we should know the definition of pollination. Well, it is the process of transfer of pollen grains from the anther to the stigma of a flower. There are three different ways with which this can be achieved, and they are named as autogamy, geitonogamy, and allogamy. Well, in autogamy, what happens? Pollens of the same flower, they fall on the stigma. Like in this, the pollen grains of this flower, it falls on the stigma of the same flower. This is known as autogamy. Geitonogamy is the process in which pollens of the same plant, the flower, it is present on this plant. Now the same plant but the different flower. So pollens from this flower, it goes to the stigma of the flower which is present on the same plant. This process is known as geitonogamy. And in allogamy, what happens? Pollens of another plant of the same species. Like if it is sunflower, it is also sunflower. If it is rose, it should also be rose. So the same species plant, but the plants are different. Species is same, plants are different. So from one plant, pollen grain goes to the stigma of another flower of another plant. This is known as allogamy. Now there are different types of pollination. First is self-pollination that we are going to discuss in this video. Well, in self-pollination, what happens? It includes the autogamy and geitonogamy. Because in self-pollination, there is transfer of pollen grains from the anther to the stigma, either to the same flower or the flower which is present on the same plant. So in this, there is pollination between the flowers of the same plant, and it is considered to be the self-pollination. Now some requisites of self-pollination. What are the requirements for self-pollination to occur? First of all, the plant should be bisexual. It means that it has both the male and female organs. It should have androecium and gynoecium on the same flower. Second requisite is the maturity of the anther and the stigma. Means androecium and gynoecium, they both mature at the same time. Because if they do not mature at the same time, then self-pollination, it will not take place. So their time of maturity should be same. Now we talk about the advantages and disadvantages of this self-pollination. First we'll go through the advantages. Well, self-pollination, it makes sure that the fertilization, it will definitely takes place. It is much surer in bisexual flowers where stamens and carpels, they mature at the same time. So self-pollination will definitely take place. The fertilization process will definitely take place in the self-pollination. Secondly, the parental characters, they are preserved indefinitely for a number of period of times. The parental characters, the basic characters of the plant, they will be preserved. Third, there is no wastage. Wastage in case of making scent, in creating nectar for attracting the insects, flies, etc., in making the large and showy flowers. So in self-pollination, there is no wastage for the plant. It happens between the flowers of the same plant. Now we talk about the disadvantages. There is weakening of variety. Continued self-pollination, what happens? Generation after generation, when the self-pollination, it keep on going, it leads to the weakening of the variety or the species of the plant. The seeds that are produced through this, they are poor in quality and they may give rise to the less vigorous offsprings. Secondly, it does not yield new varieties. The genetic traits of the same plant with no change and without any intermixing, they are passed on to the next generations. So there is little chance for the improvement in next generation because there is no changes in the genetic makeup of the plant when self-pollination is taking place for generations together. Now the weaker characters, they cannot be eliminated. If you got inherited some weaker characters, so it will continue to be expressed in the upcoming generations. We cannot eliminate those characters. So these are the disadvantages of the self-pollination. In next video we will discuss about the cross-pollination in detail. Thank you.